In this clip, I will explain how I fight the Wyvern and how to handle not getting knocked off the map. And let's begin. So, in the beginning of the fight, this is the distance you want to take from Wyvern. Since if it decides to dash at you in the beginning, it can knock you off. Here, notice how I always want the Wyvern to face the middle of the arena. If Wyvern doesn't face the middle of the arena, that means I can get knocked off if I do get hit. You don't want to move too much when it's doing his breath attack. If you do move too much, it's gonna put you in a bad position at one of the edges of the arena, and it's gonna be hard to reposition. Just wait for one of the dashes or dive attacks, and then try to turn Wyvern the way you want it to be, which is the middle of the arena. After the stomp attack, which has about 20 to 30 second cooldown. I'm unsure since there's no source for this, but that's from my experience. You want to go in and depending on your weapon, in this video I use a longsword since parrying does a lot of damage. You want to go for headshots. On the tail whip attack, you can parry that attack by looking towards the top left of the screen, putting the tip of the blade to the left of the Wyvern's face. When a Wyvern does a triple ice attack, it means it's phasing. On the first phase, you want to follow the Wyvern and crouch, walk, and bandage under it. Keep in mind, if you are unable to follow the Wyvern, you can always hide behind one of the icicles it shoots. But this is the best way, in my opinion, since it's very hard to fail doing that. Don't do what I do here. I thought it was going towards the west of the map for some reason, but it wasn't. You want to be right under it, so just look at it and follow it as it's flying. But you would want to be right here on this space of the map. And you're gonna have about 100 movement speed since Wyvern pushes you based on your own movement speed. And notice here that Wyvern wants to do its breath attack in point blank range. You can dodge that by strafing to the left or by being very close to it. I prefer the strafing to the left method since you have time to dodge his swipe attack, the claw swipe, which does a significant amount of damage and cannot be blocked since it's AoE apparently. Here I get pushed back, but since I had Wyvern facing the middle of the arena, I don't get knocked off the edge. So this strategy is more prone on making mistakes. You have the luxury of making mistakes. Second phase, Wyvern will breathe around the entire arena. You can dodge that by sitting under it and bandage while crouch walking. The dive attack has quite a big recovery time from what I've seen, and it gives you time to reposition Wyvern. Here, going back on what I've said previously, from the distance that I have from Wyvern and from the effect of the sprint, I can manage to dodge the claw attack so I don't get hit. On the third phase, you can completely ignore that by going under Wyvern and crouch and bandage while Wyvern is trying to push you off the arena, since again Wyvern pushes you based on that movement speed, your own movement speed. this was a slow Wyvern, given that it barely did his tail whip attack, and the first and second phase were quite fast, but just before the third phase it took me quite a while to kill her. But nevertheless, it's possible. Whether it does his tail whip attack when you're in melee range after the stomp, or it doesn't. I will also go over the gear set. I will put them on the screen right now. Which again is just random blue things I found on the market. You don't need to be overly geared. This is not a high roller. And on the perks, I use these perks. Yeah. If whenever you wanna do Wyvern, I would recommend you have about 295 movement speed. Plus, in this video I have 301 without weapons out. And yeah, that's about it. This is how I fight Wyvern consistently, without fail. And I can probably do it naked as well, but it would take a bit of RNG. If you have any questions or if I missed anything, please let me know and I will answer any queries you have. Thanks for watching and I hope this helps.